Hey, this is Alex Zouzelas, author of the book Courtroom Confidential, Everything They Don't Want You to Know About Lawyers and More. This is part 2 of the question, how could I represent someone I know is guilty? Well, how could I? Think of it this way. Lawyers representing someone who's guilty is like a doctor treating a patient they know has done something terrible. You don't judge a person who needs your help, you just help. It doesn't matter what the person's done, and it doesn't matter if you know they're guilty. You help them because you can and because no one else will. You either accept that or you find something else to do. Which leads me to the inevitable scumbag lawyer discussion and the lesson that lies therein. I understand that a lot of people think lawyers are scumbags for defending the guilty. To those I say, try to keep this in mind. Everyone screws up something sometime in their life. Whether it's buying a little ecstasy, cheating on your spouse, screwing your business partner out of a deal, or closing the door on somebody who really needed your help. Everyone's guilty of doing something wrong somewhere along life's line. It doesn't matter if society or the law judges one person's act less serious than another. Arguing the degree of the wrong is just rationalizing the fact that no one comes to the table with clean hands. It's easy to throw away the key, especially when most of the people who get locked up are life's discards, the poor, the troubled, and the less fortunate. They probably scare or disgust a lot of people, so many don't care if a so-called scumbag gets locked away. The longer the better. But what if you knew that the guy you think is a dirtbag robbed someone because he needed to buy heroin to satisfy his addiction to the OxyContin doctors gave him when he was hospitalized after saving a child from a burning building and getting burned himself? And what if I told you that the murdered parents cared for their boy by chaining him to a wall, smearing him with feces, and beating him every day of his life? Until one day, when he was older, he buried a hatchet in their skulls. Oh, those are extreme examples? Fair enough. Let's look at something less extreme. Let's look at you. If you don't think you could end up wearing a pair of cuffs, treating and charged as a common criminal, then have a drink before running into the cop who's having a bad day. I guarantee you he'd smell the odor of alcoholic impurities on your breath, and then he'd have you take several DUI tests. If you think you'd pass, think again. They're designed for you to fail no matter how many drinks you had. And how do you think you'd look on the video the police take of you messing up the alphabet, failing to follow directions because you're nervous as hell, and losing your balance while you try to stand on one foot and count from 1 to 30 with your eyes closed and your head thrown back? Guilty, I suppose. Look, when the tables are turned and you're sitting on the wrong side of it, I'm pretty sure you'd be rushing to a lawyer's office instead of rushing to judgment. And you'd want your lawyer to do his or her best to get you off, even though they knew you were guilty. So if there's a lesson to be learned from this, maybe it's lawyers are just people trying to help other people, no matter who they are or what they've done, because no one else will, and it's the right thing to do. Thanks for watching.